Sup, Nerdmigos? I'm the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here, and this is going to be a kind of a weird Myrkvidheim vlog because today is First Contact Day.
Woo!
So, in celebration of that, we watched Star Trek First Contact.
Yep.
So this movie came out in November of 1996. It was directed by Jonathan Frakes, so it was directed by Riker. And obviously it's starring the whole Enterprise crew dealing with the Borgs and such like that. So I actually don't need literally any information to talk about this one, except for the month. I knew it came out in '96. I just wanted that for the month, for November. But in Star Trek, in the Star Trek universe, Zefram Cochranes' warp flight took place on April 5th, 2063. And that's also when First Contact happened, because there happened to be some Vulcans flying by and detected the human warp signature and decided to go forwards with that stuff. Yeah, so quick breakdown of the movie if you don't remember it, which, I mean, like, I don't know, what's fucking wrong with you?
Or if you've never seen it.
She had never seen it before. So
today.
If you have never seen First Contact before, like this video, comment, subscribe, and then go watch First Contact. Fucking get your life together, man. Seriously, this movie came out in 1996. Fucking get your life together. It's a fucking classic. Like, half of the Star Trek memes come from this movie singularly. But so basically, the Enterprise E is stationed at the Romulan neutral zone, and some Borg decide to show up at Earth. And so they're like, the Admirality's like, you should stay at the neutral zone. And then that was a fucking horrible idea, because the Earth is just getting, fucked, man. The Borg are just blowing up ships. So the Enterprise E just decides to break orders and show up there. And so they blow the shit out of that warp ship, you know, because Picard knows like where to blow up warp ships or whatever. And then like a smaller spheroid warp ship comes out, Borg ship comes out of the larger cubic warp ship, Borg ship, and they open a time hole to go back in time. And luckily the Enterprise E was following them, so they go back to April 4th, 2063, in order to destroy the first warp ship, assimilate the planet Earth, and set up a signal to the Borg, who are currently only in the Delta Quadrant. None of that happens.
Spoiler!
Yeah, spoiler alert, none of that shit happens whatsoever, because we've been watching Star Trek, obviously.
For like a 25-year-old movie.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so they blow up the Borg sphere, but like some Borg teleported over, or whatever. I mean, we've seen Voyager, that just happens. And a lot, actually. But, yeah, so they send some people down to help Cochrane get, like, ready for his warp flight, and he's like an alcoholic who isn't, like, looking to the future. He's just trying to, like, make money and like, hookers and cocaine.
Mostly jukeboxes and whiskey.
Well, jukeboxes and whiskey
Yeah.
Now, but we learned that they're like, he's like, listen, I don't want to break this to you guys, but I'm not doing this for like world peace or to help humanity. I'm doing this because I assume that I can sell this technology and be like super rich and just have like women and drugs, and money and drinking and stuff. And they're like, oh, that's sad. Because to them, Zefram Cochrane's a hero. Don't meet your heroes is the lesson we're learning there. Unless your heroes are Star Trek actors, then meet them. They're all just wonderful people. We've met a ton of them.
We have.
Yeah, and I've met a bunch, and they're all wonderful people. Just the nicest, coolest people of all time. It's great.
But also still maybe just don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, also don't meet your heroes. Yeah.
It never lives up to like what you thought it would be.
Well, I mean, don't hallucinate people's personalities because you watch them on the TV. I feel like this is the time of YouTube. We should have all bloody learned that by now.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? YouTube controversy. But, yeah, so, whatever, the Borg gets stopped. Picard is very upset about Borg stuff, and also quite a badass in this one. And at the last minute, they save the day because, you know, the Borg set up shop in the main engineering, and the warp coolant for the fucking Enterprise E, whatever chemical that shit is.
It's basically acid.
It's like super acid. It's like super biological only acid, because it doesn't hurt technology or nothing, but you know what it does do? Instantaneously vaporize biological material.
It's basically the opposite of the ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it is the same color as the TMNT ooze.
I mean, it was kind of golden color. Is the ooze
No,
golden
it was
color?
like yellow, like mostly green, but like hints of yellow.
Oh,
It's the same color as the ooze, guys.
Okay. Maybe it is the ooze. You don't fucking know. But yeah, so there's some great parts in this movie. We've all seen this movie. I'm not gonna go into like the specific nitty gritty of the movie. I mean, if you would like, I could probably recite this movie like almost fucking line for line. I've seen it so many times.
Don't tempt him.
Don't tempt me. There's a Philosophized Friday coming up, maybe. So don't tempt me.
Also, copyright restrictions.
It's one-man performance. It's transformative. I'll do them all in a shitty English accent.
Oh, God.
Except for Picard. That one, Boston accent. Boston Picard. Yeah. That's just mean. I don't know why I chose that.
I'm sorry.
Anywho, what's your favorite part of this movie? Alright, so we're gonna do best bits, but we're gonna do best bits in a different way. I'm gonna favorite like thing that happened in the movie, that's first. What's your favorite thing that happened in the movie?
I really like time travel shenanigans.
So you just like the generalized
I really
time
like
travel
time
shenanigans?
travel shenanigans.
Maybe the like while they're in the time vortex, they scan Earth and it now has 6 billion Borg on it and no humans.
Yeah.
Also no ocean. I don't know what the Borg are doing with the ocean, but apparently they're
using it as coolant, obviously.
Well, I don't know what ocean you're getting in, melts your skin immediately. What are you, one of them aliens from what is that 90s TV series where the aliens can't touch the ocean because salt water is like acid to them?
Oh, there's a ton
Alien
of things
Nation.
that
No,
are like
Alien
that.
Nation is the name of it. Fantastic movie. Actually fantastic TV series also. Did you ever watch that Alien Nation?
No, I did not.
It's like a big alien mothership like crash lands on Earth, and it's because they were like fleeing some shit or whatever. And so the government has to try to like reintegrate them into society, and you follow an alien who becomes like a cop or whatever, and he's like partnered with humans, and there's like racism and stuff like that. It's a great allegory for like racism and like cultural and financial and civil unrest in the 90s. Yeah, you find out, I think in the series, but not in the movie, that our oceans is basically like to them it's insane that we love our oceans and that we live near them, because to them the ocean is like fucking acid. It would be like our planet is mostly covered in acid.
Yeah.
And so it's like a whole thing or whatever. It's a good series if you've never watched it. We're totally off subject for Star Trek. But so okay, time travel shenanigans.
I just generally love time travel shenanigans.
For me, the best part...
I think that's like a learned behavior almost from reading all of those choose your own adventure books as a kid.
Yeah.
Because
you know how you choose your own adventure? You put your hand on the page, and then you turn, you read one sentence, you turn back, maybe you choose a different answer.
No, I had a very
dragons.
complex series of like paper clips and post-its and like fingers stuck in there, and like at a certain point I would work backwards from the ending to read it. So I read choose your own adventure books a lot. So I think that's part of my love for time travel shenanigans.
I'm gonna tell you how I read Choose Your Own Adventure stories. From front to back without skipping pages, and then use a note sheet to write out a graph of all potential answers, and then choose the answer I want, and then reread the story that way.
That's so Vulcan of you. It's very weird.
It's like programming responses in a video game. You just make a response tree. Yeah, that's how I used to read those. I fucking love Choose Your Own Adventure stories. Bring them back. Well, damn it, I'm a writer. Maybe I'll bring them back.
Yeah, bring them back.
Me bring them back. I don't know how I would do that. That would be...
Will you write...
That would be very complicated.
This is
so complicated.
another video.
That's so complicated. So, for me, the best part is when they're in the ship and they're like about ready to take off, and Diana Troy is counting down, and Zefram Cochranes having like a fucking heart attack because he's just like, where is it? We can't leave without it. And like, Riker and Bloody the engineer are like, they're like, we can abort it right now if we do this real quick. And they start and he's like, no, I found it. And then he puts like a hollow disc into the hollow disc player and starts playing who's that? Magic Carpet Ride by Stephen Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to remember the name of the artist. Which is a fucking great song.
Yeah.
So that's like the perfect song to launch to. But yeah, that's my favorite bit. Okay, so who's your favorite non-Next Generation character in the movie? Because, like, yeah, the Next Generation characters are all in it, the main ones, right? But who's your favorite non-TNG character?
I mean, I guess there's really only like 2.
Oh, there's a bunch, right? I mean, like the Borg Queen, that's new.
But she's in
Cochrane,
Next Generation.
Yeah, but not the same. She's less greasy and sexual, or whatever is wrong with her in this movie. She's so... I always forget how... Because for me, the Borg Queen is the Borg Queen from Voyager, and this Borg Queen is, like, really sexual. Also, she has a problem with touching people's mouths. This is not the time for that. Don't touch people's mouths.
She's also like greasy.
Yeah,
or like
dude.
Wet.
What they do is, you know, the hooks that they use to lower her fucking head and spine into the body. They just dip that shit in oil. They're just like dip it in oil, like 20 weight, fucking 40, and then put her in the thing. She's so greasy. I wonder if she just had like a dude running around after her, misting her.
I'm not sure who to say that I like the most, but I'll tell you who I like the least out of that list that you gave is the Borg Queen.
Yeah, there's also
and not because she's evil, because she's just like viscerally gross for me to look at.
I love Zefram Cochranes.
Also, I didn't really like her voice. Her voice is like a little droll.
I think they're trying to do that husky sexiness. I really think everything is about her trying to be super sexy in this.
Super gross.
It's not that gross.
I'm so viscerally repulsed by the Borg Queen in this. It's awful.
Yeah, it's gross, but it's not that gross. It's no Voyager Borg Queen. Wait till the Voyager Borg Queen. Better Borg Queen. Personal opinion. Better Borg Queen. So, and then what did you think about overall plot, right? What did you think about the movie?
Oh, it was fun. It was like a, it was like kind of a popcorny movie.
I mean, it's basically just like a 2-hour
just like an extra long
episode, right? Actually, how long exactly
is
this movie?
I enjoyed the fan service bits. I used to watch Next Generation as a kid with my parents when it would be on and we would
almost
have
exactly 2 hours, 1 hour 51 minutes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I enjoyed the fan service moments, definitely.
Yeah, there was great fan service in this. Another fantastic and arguably one of the better plot moments is when Picard is like, I'm not blowing up this shit, and like goes to his ready room, and the lady Lily, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lily is like, I'll go talk to him, and Crusher's like, and Lily just does it anyway.
Yeah.
And
Crusher's
then she
like, you don't know this guy.
Then she lectures him about being like too singularly focused on his task, calls him Ahab, refers to him in that fashion, and then he like quotes the book back to her, and she's like, "Oh, I haven't read that yet," which is great. But even the part, any interaction, arguably the best like character interaction in this movie is between Picard and Lily.
I can agree with that.
It's
I
so
like
good.
Zefram because he's like kooky and he's funny, but like you get like a depth of character and like kind of a relationship building thing with Picard and Lily, and Zefram is just kind of like. He's kind of like the Ian Malcolm of the group, where he's just like sort of personified chaos.
Yeah, well, he's chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
In this movie, certainly he's chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Right. Because he isn't like this big dreamer, and he isn't this like nobody. He's just kind of like doing his thing. But
yeah,
this is a great movie. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, go watch it again. We watched it on what are they calling it now? Paramount Plus or what have you. But it's probably on like a bunch of surfaces.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? This is one of those, what do we got? 41 years, 42 years until, 42 years until, First Contact. So let's get on that warp stuff, guys. Alcubierre warp drives. That's
let's get on that
let's
because
get that figured out.
I did the math and I'm gonna be really old.
Yeah.
So let's get that sooner.
Also, let's do it without a World War III. I'm just putting that out there. Let's do it without a World War III. That's the eugenics war.
Oh.
Fucking dark war, dude. They talk about it in the books. It's very fucked up.
Well, people are living in basically wasteland future in this. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Great props for our wasteland costumes. So
yeah, we got some ideas.
Yeah. But either way, I have been John Norgrove. This has been Wife. This has been Myrkvidheim vlog in honor of First Contact Day. We watched Star Trek First Contact.
Yeah. It's like a
special
special edition.
It's like a special edition movie review, but like it's not really even a review. It's mostly us just talking about how much we love this fucking movie. So isn't that just regular our reviews? Unless we hate it.
I mean, that's basically regular Star Trek stuff.
That's true, yeah. Except for a couple episodes where you're just like, damn you, Chipotle. But,
yeah, man.
Chipotle wasn't in this, so damn you, greasy board queen.
She's so gross.
Stupid, sexy board queen.
So she's not even sexy. She's so gross, guys.
Julie was so repulsed by her.
Gross.
The whole movie, it was fantastic. Either way.
Every time she was on screen, I was just like,
Yeah, she couldn't handle it. I don't know what that's on about.
I'm gonna look at what's happening on my laptop instead.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna start buying Borg Queen action figures, dipping them in grease, leaving them around the house. Yeah, just greasy action figures all over the house. Fucking nightmare style.
I definitely don't like that.
I don't want to do that either. I don't like greasy things. But yeah, either way, I've been John Orville. This has been Life. This has been Myrkvidheim Vlog. I've already said all of those kind of things. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, share, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Do that. And hit us up on Patreon. And yeah, we got a podcast. Do that or whatever. Fuck. We will catch you guys next time. Happy First Contact Day.
Happy First Contact Day.